It can be unfortunate if the cake does not come out in one piece, especially in a tube pan. So, how to remove the cake from the tube pan? At times, you usually remove a cake from the tube pan intact. But, every so often, the cake's bottom can deform. Remember, it becomes the top when you remove the cake from the tube pan. Nonetheless, there are techniques to guarantee that you will release the cake from the tube pan correctly every single time. Allow the cake to cool for about 10 minutes. Then, be sure to turn the cooling rack upside down on top of the pan. Afterward, ensure to put one hand on your cooling rack and slide with your other hand on the bundt pan's bottom. Then, remove the pan from the cake delicately. How to get your stuck cake out of the bundt pan? It may not seem easy to fix this, but there is still hope. You can do so by placing a kitchen towel in the sink. Then, pour steaming water over it till it soaks thoroughly. Also, wiring out the water to ensure that the kitchen towel is damp, but not dripping. Afterward, drape the towel over the bundt cake pan's top. With this, ensure to let it sit for around 15 minutes. As a result, it will help you remove the cake from the pan when it is time to unmold it. Removing the cake from the tube pan. You can always try giving it a bang. After that, invert the pan and bang on the pan's sides and top. In so doing, you will loosen the cake from the pan's walls. Also, you could let gravity take care of it. To do so, invert the cake and let it sit for around 10 minutes. Then, check on it again. Bear in mind that by doing this, you will give your cake a chance to cool. Likewise, it can contract and slide out of the pan. How to prevent your cake from sticking on the bundt pan? Choose the most appropriate pan. Nowadays, bundt pans are non-stick such as the Nordic Ware bundt pan. Keep in mind that non-stick coating helps the cake to slide out from the pan with ease. In addition to that, it will allow sliding as evenly as possible. Select a pan that is lighter in color. It will stop over-browning, which can happen with darker pans. As usual, you will need to grease the bundt pan, regardless of whether it is non-stick. Grease your pan. Make sure to use solid shortening. And it is essential to get every crevice and square inch of the pan. The main reason is that the cake will undoubtedly stick if you do not grease your pan. Keep in mind that the milk solids in the butter tend to act as glue. As a consequence, the batter will indeed stick to the pan. Flour your tube pan. After you have greased your pan, do not forget to flour it. To do so, hold the pan over the sink, then sprinkle the flour evenly into the pan. After that, make sure to tilt in a circular motion. Next, be sure to flip the pan over and make sure to tap out any extra flour. In addition to that, it is best to get around the pan's center too. After doing all of these, you are ready to pour your cake batter into the pan. Tips and tricks. If your cake has minimal damage, make sure to cover it with glaze or icing. You can use the crumbled pieces to make a delectable dessert, perfect for feeding a crowd like a trifle. Keep in mind that trifles usually call for cubed pound cake. Afterward, you can layer the cake with a small fruit and whipped cream. Allow the cakes to cool on the wire rack for no longer than 10 minutes. It would help to grease the pan well. Do this before filling it with cake batter. In addition to that, use your spray, pastry brush, or even your fingers. With this, ensure that you have greased every corner properly. If you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.